And you see, I go with the wind, the blazes southern, I keep them within, holding on to a feeling so strong.
Welcome everybody. Anthony here with the Bulbaritos, bringing you a brand new live stream. And Burrito Gang, today we are going to be casting by request our brothers and sisters from 1LN in Kingdom 1365. You gotta love it. So huge shout out to them. Thank you again, Will, for bringing it to for requesting it. You know, I'm excited for it. We got about 13 seconds. We're gonna flip over and then we can keep talking. All right, here we go, fam. All right, here we go. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, and the reason being, guys, is I totally forgot that there was the time switch happening right now. But we're in it. There we go. Okay, so we're in it, fam. Let me fire up some music. We'll check out the opponent. So I am scatterbrained right now, so forgive me. Forgive me. Thank you again, Will, for bringing it to my attention, my friend, and I'm excited to cast over this match. Let's see who they're going to be playing here in a hot second. Let me pop out the chat. Let's check who they're going to be playing real quick. Okay, so H593, I assume from 593. Yeah, all right. So let's click on and see where everyone's power's at. This looks like a nice little juicy match that's going to happen. I love it. We were supposed to cast 1LN last rotation, but some stuff came up with some of the rally leads and all that kind of stuff. This should be a really good match. I'm excited for this. Look, Piglet. Piglet. All right, so let's flip through. That way we shine everybody. Here we go. Last row. They're very coordinated, so you love to see that. Hordor. All right, so I'm an hour. I was literally sitting in bed waiting because I thought I had another hour. And then Will messages me and he's like, homie, we're up in 13 minutes. Are you recording? And I'm like, 13 minutes. And then I click onto 1AVG because I know they play at the same time slot. And it was 13 minutes. I was like, what the All right, here we go. Let's highlight our boys and girls from 1LN. There's Will. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if we recognize some names. Huge shout out to 1LN for bringing it. I'm excited for this, man. Anubis, our boy Anubis from the Discord. Huge shout out to him. Make sure if you are from 365, come represent your kingdoms. I don't know if 593 are going to know who I am or even if I'm streaming it. So if you're from 365, come shout out. If you're Burrito Gang, just shout out. And thank you again. Make sure if you're enjoying the content, guys. Oh. YOLO for hitting the wrong button. RIP. So what I was saying is, if y'all enjoy the content, sub to the channel, hit that bell icon, and yeah, consider dropping a like on the stream if you appreciate the cast. We're gonna start off with our boys and girls from 1LN. GG's. Good luck to both teams, and yeah, let's have a little fun with it today, guys. All right, let's see. You should see some CCs or XYs. I'm very surprised. I still see this a lot, but a lot of teams haven't crossed over to the XY off the rip. They're still going CC and they're still going belly, but XY with a con is the way to go. Is the way to go. That's the secret sauce. It's actually the fastest one going right now. The fuck was that? That's the thing that I use when we get like dirty ass reports and you get taken behind the woodshed. That's our little woodshed, a little woodshed graphic. You'll see plenty of those. We got a lot of XYs. You love to see it. There's a little con action. Got some Constantine, some Charles. We're gonna pay attention to these combos. There's your Xeno, but you do have a fair amount of XYs. Ooh, did I just see our first? Yeah, we got our Gilgos coming out. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, a lot of Guans, XYs. There's some Nebus, super tanky. Good. Trajans, support. Cool. All right, let's break out. Let's see what these splits look like. Fair, pretty even, pretty even. So that's good to see. It's good to see. All right. Let's see from 593. Let's see what they're going with. They are going. Woo, they're going super hard up top, baby. Super hard. I hope the top side is awake, because they're about to get a lot of fun here. Top side, we got a lot of Saladins, XYs, a lot of Cav, baby. A lot of Cav. They're pulling the old BBTH, just full send Cav up top. There's some Pakals. That's what I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot more of is Pakals. I think Pakal in the open field and Ark is going to be one of the things to keep your eye on for the next rotation. Because Pakal in the open field, whew, you have some good gear on him. Ooh, he's going to... You can swarm all you want, baby. You can swarm him all you want. He's going to wreck some people. But top sides, there's another Pakal. They're in for it. Top side's going to get... That gives an opportunity for bottom side if they push up. If you do see this. They do see this. Yeah, here it comes. It gives an opportunity for bottom side. Should break off. I would assume they're going to break off a little bit slightly above the altar. That way they break off and then they split and then they start AFKing right here in the front. So if you know you own the field and you're breaking off like that, they should have broke off top side and then come to the front side of the building. Unless there's a bunch of CCs, which... Oh, there's an Armani. So they should be on the front side. And here are the boys in blue. The boys in blue are coming. Chuka, 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 chuka. All right. 100 seconds, about a minute and a half before all hell breaks loose. So let's see if they do it. So they break off on the backside as well. There you go. Let's see if they have the marches to deal with it, though. Got some XYs, got some Saladins. Those are good ones to have up front. All the obelisks have been captured. WIB versus OV, actually. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be playing. They just haven't requested. They haven't requested art coverage, so I just haven't covered them. All right, here we go. First brawls of the match coming in hot. Trickling in, full send, baby. There you go. Pulling them off. That's a smart play. You could tile hop in this node as well. All right, boys. It's time to engage. Battles engage. Ooh, like we said, look. Coming in hot on the top side. I want y'all to watch this because they are doing exactly what I tell y'all to do. And if somebody in chat is watching, tell me what red is doing wrong on this situation right here. What is red doing wrong? Lord, how's it going, my friend? Onur, hey, welcome. What is red doing wrong? Somebody in the chat, yell it out. They're doing everything right except for one thing. I want you to watch this march right here. Watch this march right here. Look, did you see what just happened? Look, do you see how the march went back? And then to go in, that is exactly what we talk about. It's the little minute details. Okay, so if blue would have been here and that march was the one that was supposed to be the first one in, did you see the animation where because he was on the white circle, it forced his march out of the circle to then come back in. And it's those split seconds in a big match that will cost you first occupation sometimes, because then the other team has a march coming and it goes directly in. And then while you were there first, you should have been in, you're not in. So that's a good little learning lesson for people to realize when you're coming in for first occupation and you're trying to steal it. Do not sit on the white shield line. You posture right outside of it if you're going to sit there, and then as soon as it drops, you instantly target inside and it will automatically go inside your structure. And red has full reinforcement up top. Let's see if blue drags some more. I have a feeling they're waiting for teleports, and then you should see it reset. They may lose first occupation on this. They got 1 minute. I don't remember if 593 popped hard push or not, but they have this covered. You should see red starting to rotate towards mid already and not push forward. Oof. And they are going to push forward. I think they're just trying to wait until they secure first occupation, and then they should see them rotate, but they are not. They're pushing out to other structures. They're conceding the first arc. It looks like. We'll pay attention to the bottom and see what's going. Ten seconds. Let's see what they do. You should see them all start rotating mid, especially with some of these marches not even being half dead. And there you go. First occupation stolen from 1LN. Let's see. We're going to start rotating. Let's rotate to the bottom side right here. So occupation has happened for all structures. Let's go. All right. So we got 5 minutes before the arc. Let's go check there. He should be moving up with this rally, the call rally. Interesting. This is what I think you're going to see a lot more of, is this right here. You're going to see a lot more Pakal rallies. And the reason being is it's super, guys, you start swarming this, put a vengeance on this guy. Let him swarm. Let him swarm. This is a great, in my opinion, this is a great first rally leading into the rotation for Ark, because guess what's going to happen? They're swarming a Pakal. You put a vengeance on that Pakal with really good gear. All these swarming marches are all going to be rotating mid, half dead. So it's a very, it's one of those really small things that if you adjust your plan accordingly, and you have this rally, this Pakal rally, you know, starting to hit as people are going to have to rotate, you're going to be sending half dead marches. Look at all, look what's going to happen to 1LN, their marches. They're going to be going in mid with almost all half dead marches. Look at them. They're all half dead. It's a very good play. And it's a little thing that gets overlooked. 4 minutes. Nobody's in the middle. Nobody's in the middle. Let's see. Look, Pakal everywhere. I know a lot of people like other rallies for Ark, but it always comes down. I always think about mid game. And even though the rally dies, what it's taking with it is very substantial if you have to rotate towards mid. So I think you're going to start seeing that, because you can do this all day long. You get a couple of reinforcements just to sit in the back. This Xeno will tank all these guys. Who are 1LN, bro? 365? Yes, they are 365. They were originally from 375, if y'all remember. BLN, 1LN, all that kind of stuff. And then they came over with the migration to 365. So it looks like things are settling. They're down by 2K. It's not a massive deal as long as they can get this arc. So they're a little bit late. And you're seeing 593. Look at this. You remember when I told y'all they should have rotated early? Now look. Now they're all going to get... If you are 1LN, you use this choke point. This is the natural choke point that we always talk about, guys. You can have one player with 5 really tanky marches hitting at this corner. Just sit at this corner, and you see how they all vector, and then you literally are hitting them as they're trying to come in, and it lowers them all down. That is a strat that some of the bigger Osiris League teams will do as well, because The name of the game is you want as many full fresh marches to the mid for that big battle as you can. So if you can already negate that effect coming through, dub. It's a big W. All right, the brawls are ensuing in the middle. 1 minute and 40 seconds before the arc spawns. Yeah, see, if you're red, you collapse on these marches. Forget the ones out there. You can always re-huddle. Because this guy's going to get focused down super hard, and that's a wasted march. Just focus down center. Yeah, exactly what everyone else is doing. They should be focusing down center. Get rid of the 5 marches that are in here, and that's a dub right there. That's a dub right there. Don't worry about the 7 that have no bearing. If you're 1LN, what you should be doing is exactly what they're doing, trying to clear out as many marches that decided to fall asleep mid-game, re-huddle around, and then form your murder ball around right here and get ready for the push, because you're going to have to do it fairly quickly. But see, all those loose marches in the middle should have just rotated out. They may even just have to start charging in. Yeah, I was going to say they don't have time for a murder ball anymore. And to think all this happened with no skills getting popped. So that's the big thing to understand. If you are 1LN, you really want to get together, because if they pop those skills, you're only going to have like 10 marches are going to have skills. So you really, really want to get in together before you push. But call Herald, yeah, it's going to be pretty toasty. So there you go. You should hear the call out. Everybody get together. Let's go. Let's start pushing. And you have to simultaneously, in this situation, you're going to have to push together. There should see skills. There we go. Our boy Will pop in war drums. You should see it on the side of 593. Should pop probably mystical formation here in a second. Or they're just not going to pop any skills. And perfect. This is exactly, if you're 1LN, they are doing the exact thing you need to do. They're pushing forward to the enemy side. And, oh, 1LN sneaks the arc. Let's go. Run, baby, run! Run! Ooh! Go, Belly! Belly OP, baby. Belly OP, baby. Run! Run, Forrest! Get the XY. Get the XY. He's the fastest one right there of all those marches. Get the XY. Oh, go, Belly! Ooh! They come in late. And your boy out there sneaking it through. That is exactly what they needed, guys. So keep in mind, this first arc is only worth 3,000 points. But what it does give you the opportunity to do is it gives you the opportunity to dictate the pace of the match. And I think they're going to need that, because they invested quite a bit. If you'll see on this map, Red's doing a really great job on occupation. So this arc is going to be important for them to hold for at least a couple of minutes, to allow them to set rallies, reset their troops, do all that kind of stuff. And that is what this affords you. Yes, they will lose the lead. They're still not going to gain the lead, but what it allows them to do is reset their bearings, because they got punched in the mouth in the very beginning. Let's see if they wrap around through the front. Oh, look at the Pakal. Ooh. Look at the Pakal. Look at the work he's doing. Big PP energy coming from the Pakal side. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Somebody get in. Oh, my pen died. Son of a gun. All right. Somebody pick this bad boy up. There you go. Reset, rotate. The thing that you have to worry about and just make sure is, I hope they're not going to cap it. Don't cap it. If they cap it, they're just staying in the footing, unless they're capturing other structures right now. But you can't have that. Can't have that, Alex Garrison. Get somebody in there. Oh, they're just going for the insta cap. Hey, you either do it one of two ways. You either do it the way that we're saying, or you just go pedal to the metal. You think your mid game is going to be better than theirs, and you know, you push that pedal through the floor and you get as many arcs as possible. And I think that may be what they're trying to do. That may be what they're trying to do. It looks like it. But look, see how they're resetting right now? They should have held off, because that's all time that's wasted going back and forth. You know what I mean? So now they're going to put themselves in awkward timing because these marches are going back. And by the time they get back, they, instead of holding that arc for 2 minutes and letting them get into the field, get a little presence and then rotate mid, they're going to have to choose between going mid already or pushing to the field, because now if they were to march all the way over here, it would be about 4 minutes before the arc's going to spawn. You get what I'm saying, guys? So that is why sometimes it's a little awkward if you just insta-cap, because it puts you in an awkward situation of having to make a decision between whether you're going to have to now automatically rotate mid or you're going to go for occupation. If that makes sense. So if one LN re-watches this back, that's one decision later on. I'm not saying to hold it for 10 minutes. I'm saying if you would have held it for 2 minutes, allowed your marches to get up in the field and then capped it, then it wouldn't be awkward timing. You would be able to rotate when you want to rotate. Now you're kind of forced into an awkward decision of, do we rotate mid because we want the arc and need the arc, or do we go for structures and then possibly lose mid? That makes sense. Hope that makes sense, guys. So 593 are doing the smart play here. They are trying, well, they're now going to try to open field. So one LN's dodging, which is very smart. A lot of people always want to just bash their head and just open field to death. That's always the problem. Your presence on the field is what makes it great. Go watch GST, go watch 60 GT. They don't hit every march that's in the field. They care more about being forward on the field than they do about hitting in the open field, if that makes sense. And here comes another Pakal rally. Yo, I'm telling you this, I think this is what's going to be the next thing in Osiris League, is just nothing but Pakals and timing it so that, look at the timing now. Look at it again. So the Pakal rally got launched. It's going to hit with about 5:45 left. They're going to swarm the Pakal, and then all the blue marches are going to be half dead, having to rotate mid. It's a very, very good play. It's something that if you're a newer team wanting to emulate good arc teams, this is a good play right here because of the timing and how awkward it is. Imagine Mad Phantom coming in with a Pakal rally at 6 minute mark and people are swarming it, and if you can get a couple reinforcements, you're going in pretty much dead to the middle. Hello NKD, how's it going, my friend? Nice strategies. Hey, it's different, it's good. You know, I think this is a strategy that people can learn from, because it's not necessarily about your rally succeeding to take the structure. It's about what your rally getting swarmed is going to do to your enemy. They're not sending a Pakal because they're intending on taking this structure. They're sending it because they know that they're going to get swarmed. And if you have some nasty gear on it, look at all the blue marches, what's going to happen to them. They're literally going to be all completely half dead. They may even take this structure too. Look, red's coming in. Finally saw chat, lazy ass. I'm trying, my friend. I'm trying. Dude, I'm waking up because I didn't realize that the time shift happened this weekend. So I literally ran with like 8 minutes before the match was going to start to fire the stream to make the thumbnail. Dude, I was all out of breath and I didn't even have to run. I was freaking out. All right, 4 minutes. My pen's dead. YOLO. So 1LN are rotating in first, which is good, but you're going to see this. Look, watch the collapse. Watch the collapse over top. Look at Amani. Ooh, get wrecked. Oh, no. It'll be very interesting to see, and I really want to see it. Maybe we'll see if Wick does it. I want to see the breakdown of certain commanders, the new commanders, prior to the new Osiris League coming out. And I know that certain skills sometimes don't really translate over into Arc, and I want to see if the new commanders, Pakal, Amani, Yoga, all those kinds of things translate directly. Like there's no shift, no loss in skills, no stuff like that. And look like that, just like that. Look, stay alive. But they're collapsing from all sides, baby. Ooh. from all sides. Look, it looks like the old school OV strat, baby, where they would pinch from all directions. All right, there should be pretty much all blue. Yeah, they need this, but look at this. This is what I mean. Look at this. Look, awkward. Look, awkward. Having to go backwards because he swarmed. Perfect timing. Look, it's four marches going backwards because they swarmed. And that is what I mean by the awkward timing. And now they're coming in late. 2.5 minutes. They'll make it right there, probably right before it's about to spawn. If you're blue, just pull back. Just pull back. They should be huddling around right here. There's no need to push in right now. You still got almost 2.5 minutes. In other words, a forgetful lazy ass. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, I've been doing good though. I made some VODs for y'all. Don't forget, go watch them. Go check them out. Drop some likes on those. It helps the channel out. And I'm switching some stuff up. You know, y'all noticed this week I didn't do a ton of live streams because I was trying to do more VOD content for y'all. Because people keep asking for it. But I kind of told y'all already that it's going to be a little bit of a shift because I can't do live streams and VODs at the same time. I just don't have time. So I'm trying to do some more VOD type content for y'all. Hope y'all enjoy it. And yeah. What's the plan for Clash Royale? We'll talk about that after the cast, but we can talk about that afterwards. All right. Let me see. 125 before the Ark spawns. You should see everyone huddle up. If you're 1LN, you should be huddling up. The call should be get right here, boys and girls. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. No need to spread, because if you spread, the skills may not hit you. Oh, and they're charging in one by one. Charging in one by one. They should have spent the extra. I would have spent the extra 10 seconds. Look, they popped to the death. Now a bunch of these marchers aren't going to get packed with it. Look, all these guys would have had it if they would have just waited an extra 10 seconds. They're both mystical formation on the side of 593. The good part on the side of 1LN is they got a lot of tanky AoE type marches. So you see a lot of Nebus, you see a lot of XYs, you see a couple Ethels in there. So these should be doing work. Let's see. Now you need to see 1LN starting to drag them to the 593 side. That is what you should see. Instead of sitting here, you should see them start dragging over here where his belly's at, so that the Ark carrier is getting hit by all the AoE. That is ultimately what the idea should be. You always want to be fighting on the enemy side when you are trying to pull the Ark, because there you go. You start seeing the Ark trying to get pulled. I have a feeling it's going to be pulled on red side. Let's see. Oh, they snubbed it again. Where'd they pull it from? Oh, and he drops it, but he pulled it. He pulled it and got it on the 1LN side. Dude, whoever's grabbing it from 1LN is clutch right now. But let's zoom out a little bit. I feel like 593 has bigger presence in the middle, and that's surprising because you did pop to the death on the side of 1LN. Belly for the win. 593 are clearing them out though. They're clearing them out. They have the Ark. They are now running it. The CC saying, Belly, hold my bag. You know what I'm saying? Hold my Gucci shoes. And just like that, drops the Ark. And just like that, this CC should be free and clear. If you're 593, it should be, the call out should be stop rotating mid. Stop rotating mid, pull back or push forward, and let's start moving in. If you're on the side of 1LN, stop sending mid, focus on structures, and hope for that last Ark. Because after this Ark, this one's going to be worth 3,500 points. This will put them at about a 7k deficit if the structures stay in favor of 593. So this arc is GG's. That arc will be run. I want to see where they're going to run it because I want to see if they're going to hold it. And it looks like they are taking it to the obelisk. So one of two things could be happening. They're running it back to their obelisk territory. They could be waiting to hold to make a push or just to reset, or they could just stall for the remainder of the game and make it an occupation game, which I don't think favors 1LN. So 1LN needs to start pushing up. You should start seeing them push up. You can't afford to sit because they're going to be down at an 8K deficit. It's all going to be pedal to the metal now. All right, let's see. I see a little bit. I see a little. They seem a little frantic right now because right now what you're doing is you're seeing a lot of crisscross of marches, which usually tells me that the call outs are getting made, that we need people on this side and this side, and people are just going to it. The reason that you kind of don't want to do that is you're wasting time. You know what I mean? Especially with like infantry marches and shit like that. It's going to take you so long to march that distance. Oh, shirt will be there Monday. Hey, Mitch, send me some pictures, bud. If you're okay with me posting them, send some pictures. I'd love to add you to the website. If you're down with that, I'd love to add you to the website. Ban Belly Man. I can't ever forget that live stream. Okay, sounds good, bud. All right, let's see. They're sending their Pakal rally. So 593 are doing the smart play right here. So if you are 1LN, you need to start swarming all these marches that are just going to reinforce. Because they aren't swarming the Pakal. So here's the deal with this side. So we showed you one side of the coin where the whole incentive of sending Pakal is if people in big boy arcs are going to swarm it, you're going to essentially wreck their marches. Okay. The other side is if you're going to let them sit here, you got to hit them. You got to hit all the marches that are going to support the structure, or else you're just sitting here. Because Pakal will do the deed. He will wreck if you have, which most of these rally leads have insane gear. They have insane gear. We're going to stay here because I want to see it. I'm keeping an eye on structures. I do see an obelisk blinking though. 1 second. Ooh, the Pakal and the Richard Garrison. Oh no. They just full send all Pakal rallies. But look what's gonna happen. At least this is in the obelisk territory. So refreshing your marches isn't a bad thing. But it's a costly, it's gonna be costly. It's gonna be costly. Oh man, this hurts. This hurts. We'll keep an eye. I have no, the Pakal, no. If they reinforce it, yeah, there you go. The Pakal should go down now. All right. Let's keep our eyes. Dude, I hate my pen not being available. All right. Look at the Pakal still alive. So if you would have had constant reinforcements coming through, just marches coming through, this is an idea of what you can see is your rally. So there's pros and there's cons to having something like this. We always say in Ark, the objective is for, if you are an attacker, you are trying to take the structure as fast as possible. Okay, you don't want, like in KVK, we all want rallies that last for 8 hours. You know what I mean? Unless you're unless you're low on troops. You know what I mean? In Ark, it's complete opposite. You want the one hitter quitter. You know what I'm saying? You want it to go in, do the deed, and be done, and hopefully take the structure. You don't want a rally to last super long. The only time that you want that is if you are in the lead trying to, you know, pull back your enemy because they're constantly pulling forward. You can drag a lot of people back if you're constantly applying pressure under their structures. So it's a twofold idea right there. But they, man, the altars. Look at the presence from 593 though. It's gonna be a tough one. We still got 26 minutes. They did capture the Ark, so it is gonna reset with 8 minutes. Shit, if I was if I was 593, I wouldn't have done that. I would have held and then had it be one more Ark. Because now there's an opportunity for at least 2 more if the next one gets captured pretty quick. And this lead can shrink pretty quick if 1LN does get the next Ark. The next one will be worth 4,000 points. It's like clawing back, but you got to reset. They got to reset the field. And this is a good start by taking the altar. Xeno getting swarmed. Ugh. So I hope y'all are enjoying the content, boys and girls. If y'all are, do me a massive favor, help the channel out. Drop a like, consider subbing to the channel. We are going to be casting every single time slot in the upcoming Osiris League. We have KVK and 307 coming up. I believe pre-KVK starts on Thursday. So we will be, streaming that. We're going to be streaming KVK all over the place. November 11th, I believe, we're going to be casting over the 846, 254, the ginormous mega KVK as well. So hope you all enjoy the content, guys. Did AVG win their Ark? I don't know. They're playing right now. Panda, they're playing right now. I believe this is the first time with the new team. I believe this is going to be their first Ark with the new team. But I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it, but I believe it is, because we had to make space today to clear people out. Do you know who they're against? I do not. But we can check the scores after this match, Panda. I'll check the scores after this match. So they switched it back to the XY. So this is the only reason why I was telling y'all it's very rough. A lot of people want to run XYs, and in KVK, it makes sense. The problem becomes, watch what happens to this XY when people realize it's an XY. Insta swarm, and they get absolutely wrecked. $20K versus $20K. Ooh, Felipe Costa. Who are they playing, Felipe? And so watch. Well, this XY is actually... What happened to the XY? Did it disappear or did it die? It died. Okay. So that's why I don't personally like XY. I know some people love XY and swear by it. I just don't like how squishy he is, especially in Ark. 114K. Ooh, very interesting. Nice. How squishy he is. So I feel like if you have really good field presence, Pakal is the way to go, guys. A lot of people run infantry. It's a great counter for, it could be a great counter for your top teams like 60GT, JST that like to run Jadwiga garrisons. If you have a reinforced Pakal just constantly, like you could do some damage. Let them swarm it all day long. You know what I mean? So it's like a game within a game, if that makes sense. Like when you know your opponent, you can plan for your opponent. And that is something that's a little different that you haven't seen, is the timing. I expect OV teams like that to really nail that timing down, where if they're sending Pakal rallies, it's going to do exactly what we're talking about. They're sending it right before Ark rotation. They're swarming half-dead marches. Like, they're thinking of stuff like that. And that is what you want to see. I do know that OV is playing WIB today. That one should be a very interesting match. XY is as squishy as the Archer rallies. Yeah. We also haven't seen any other like different combos, Panda, as well. Like Nebu, or like I want to see somebody try like a more tanky Archer rally with really stacked gear, like really fat gear, and then see how it does in Ark. Because I feel like if it was a tankier, and now keep all things considered, archers aren't meant to be super tanky. but being able to survive and hit hard is just as good, especially in Ark. Pakal does no damage. He is bad for Ark and melts against Amani. True. True. But that's what I'm saying, Panda. You got to kind of, it's a game within a game. Like, you got to make adjustments. And that's the hard part for a lot of people to understand is if you see that your enemy has four Amanis in all the big structures, then you change your rallies. I know we all want to have a plan and you have a break-off plan. It's like sports. You have, or in the NFL, I'll give you an example. You have your first 10 plays scripted for when you get the ball in the first quarter, right? After that, you make adjustments according to what your opponent is doing. You have to do that in Ark as well. You can have the breakout strat, do all this stuff, and that's all fine and dandy. But after that first rally launches on those structures, if you see they're running Xeno or they're running Amani or they're running Jadwiga, then you adjust your plan according to that. And that's where the big teams really shine, is making those adjustments. They know this guy has Pakal, this guy has, you know, whatever we want to run, XY Chandra, this guy has whatever, Gilga if we want to run a Gilga rally, and you know your team. This is where it comes down, boys. This is a 4K Ark right here. If you're 1LN, it's the meat and potatoes right here, boys and girls. This is where the match is either won, like you either are still in it or it's GG's. It comes down to this Ark. But look at it might not even matter. Look at the structure game. Oh shit. But 1LN doing what they need to do. Look, here he goes. I don't know if that's gonna take down the Xeno. Oh, they're hitting right before the rally. Okay. There you go. See, this is what I want to see. And this is why I don't like Amani. They all rotated mid. Now look what's going to happen to Amani. She's going to get absolutely pelted just by Swarm alone. So this reminds me of the YSS aspect of stuff. There we go. Rotate in. 593. Pop to the death. You should see Mystical Formation getting popped. On the side of 1LN, if they have the skills, it's the time to pop it, boys. Oh, they're waiting a long time. Oh, they did see skills. I do see a skill popped. Did it go across the screen and I wasn't paying attention? Probably wasn't. Oh, this one's looking rough, boys. This one's looking rough. And they're just funneling. This is the part we were talking about. Y'all remember when we said you want to have all your fights on your enemy side? And this is why, because now look, the CC is gone. Clear path. No, he's not getting hit at all. It should have been Mystical that got popped. And I believe they popped War Drums, if I had to take a guess based on the icon. Okay, it's a glitch. Is it a glitch? I think it's a glitch. All right. And he is gone. CC is out. 593, you should see them start breaking out, rotating top side. Because they own the map. They are all going to one direction. They're coming for it, boys. They're coming for it. And I think that's going to be a GG's. We're going to keep staying on with them, boys. XY completely melted in Garrison and not even yellow. Yeah, exactly because XY got swarmed. So back to your point, Panda, about Pakal not doing damage. It depends on what aspect you're trying to do. Are you trying to inflict more damage onto your opponent? You trying to take the structure? What your objective currently is at that situation? Because a lot of teams, when they're sending just, y'all know the situation where it's almost time for Ark. People are just sending a rally to hit a structure just to hit, and with hopes of maybe taking it. Okay, I would send a Pakal rally then, because when you send the Pakal rally, you have the possibility of it getting swarmed, and then you having half dead marches going to middle. So I think it's just about your strategy, what your objective is and what you are trying to do. I get we all want to take structures, but at the same point, is it worth taking a structure that then you instantly re-lose, or send half dead marches to help you possibly take an arc that will give you 3 to 4k points? It's a give and take. I wouldn't say I would full send Pakal rallies all the time, but it does have, and they are doing a smart play right here. They are taking structures, tick, tick, tick. Let's see what it is. It should tick over. I don't think all the structures are. It should be closer to 800 if these haven't ticked over yet. This one's going to get swarmed down, but look, just look. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. 593, taking it back. Let me see. Here we go. See, because look at what this is. They know the call rally isn't going to take this structure, but guess what it's going to do? It's going to literally yellow bar, red bar, all the supporting marches that would have gone into that structure. And now all your red marches can just come out, because it's literally like a 10-second march. Come and start doing that and start swarming it. There it goes. Another rinse and repeat. And now look what happens to all their supporting marches. I think there is a play in the game for Pakal marches, because this is a perfect situation right here. It's going to take forever to 1LN to march all the way across the map to reinforce. So you send Pakal, let them swarm it. It kills all their reinforcements, and then you come in with your fresh marches, start swarming it down, set an actual rally, and then just swarm it down. So I think there is a play for it. All right, 1LN. Let's see this. Let's see this. Dun, 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 dun. And this is good, because this is something that it's like we're learning, we're seeing all different strats and different stuff. So kudos to both teams. I like it. 593 is pretty set on their Pakal rallies. Yeah, I think they're doing nothing but Pakal. Doing nothing but Pakal. 1LN. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Hard push on the side of Will should help with capturing. They are losing on the top side, though. They are losing structures, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. But I want to see if this 1LN falls, or if this 1LN, if this Zenobia falls. It should go to 1LN. Oh, they're reinforcing it. Very interesting. It's gonna get dicey real quick. If they get reinforcements in here, it's gonna get dicey. 17k to 29k, AVG in front. Let's go. Let's go, boys and girls. Felipe, am I wrong? I could have sworn, I don't know if it is, but was that the new AVG squad? That was the new, or the new, the first rotation where we had the blend, right? That's the first match. That's the first match that we have a blend, correct? Okay, cool. Yeah. It's a new day, a new team, new everything. So we'll see. We'll see. I think they decided to do like a nice little blend. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh man. So they did all that work to have an Alex Garrison. Oh, there's a Pakal, and then they lose it at the last second. Oh man. You gotta be ready for that. You got to. Oof. Oof. The call was made already. The call was made. This is the point when I would be popping like war drums and shit inside the base. Like it would be, we'll see if they do anything, but we usually would pop skills and shit like when you're this close and then you start swarming cities out and then you start doing stuff like that and it just makes chaos. Since Osiris League 3. With a couple new players. Nice. Should be fun. I'm excited. I know a lot of people don't really look, but nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And they did take the obelisk. Oh, and they got a Charles Garrison in there. See if they can get. It's not trash, but it could be better. There you go. See, starting to swarm them cities down. Oh shit! They're giving him the Korean symbol. They got used so much in the last KVK. They're hitting them with the incense, the YSG incense. And they are holding it. So yeah, they are holding it. This will be the last arc. Will's going for the play right here. He's going for the play. Let's see. Let's see. He woke up. He was like, oh shit. Anubis scared the shit out of him. He was like, oh shit. They went for the play. For those of y'all who don't know what they were trying to do, they were basically trying to sneak it in while everybody was forward facing, kill the arc carrier, and then run it into the obelisk. The arc runner was like, oh no, we ain't about that life. 7 seconds. Blaze, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Oof. Oh, and they cleared out the swarm. Man, if they reinforce this. At this point, I think we know, boys and girls. So we're just gonna watch some brawling. Watch some brawls. Song smacking V56 by like 20k right now. Well, Song is really good, guys. I don't. Song is a really good team. Song would smack a lot of teams, so I wouldn't. And 56 never was like a huge arc kingdom. Song is built like, well, not the alliance. I'm just saying like that team is very good at arc. Yeah, from what I hear, 1AVG is leading 114k right now, but that was like what, 10 minutes ago maybe. Song lost to 1v last arc. Yep. And 1v lost to JST by the skin of their teeth. And then 60 GT lost to JST by the skin of their teeth. But that's when you get down to like the nitty gritty, boys. You know, that's when you get down to the nitty gritty of like little micro changes and stuff like that. It's tough. You know what I mean? It's tough. And the occupation, I'm interested to see, because we know that the arcs 2-1 in favor of 593. Occupation, I think, is the one thing. I don't know, man. We'll dissect it after the match. I'll give you all final thoughts on improvements for both teams, what they could change, what they could fix, what they did really well, and then that way if they rewatch it back, they just have my opinion. It's my opinion, guys. It's not anything that I would say is a make or break type deal. You don't have to take it with a grain of salt. Just observations. Tear down. Where'd they pop it? Oh, get that YSS, baby. Oh. This is why I absolutely despise YSS's Garrison and Ark. If you're a new team and you're asking me who not to use as Garrison, YSS 100%. I would rather have Richard as a Garrison than YSS and Ark. Say what you want. But Richard will hold up a whole lot longer than YSS is going to hold up. Ask JWM or JWM2 that season that they used Richards and Caesars. That's all they used was Richard, Caesar, Garrison. And dude, it tanked forever. It's a little bit different nowadays because they didn't have equipment back then, and there was a whole, so it probably switched, but I just don't like YSS. I see him like the XY of Garrisons, just super squishy. You start swarming him and he melts like butter in the sun. So that's the one thing I would say. I would steer away from YSS primary Garrisons. But if that's all you got, that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? All right, I think the party is all up here. Party people. Bum, 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 bum. Everybody's getting 10K today, boys. Everybody. You get 10K. You get 10K. You get 10K. Everybody's getting 10K today, boys. Song. Oh, okay. I already read that one. Let me know what interesting matches y'all saw. Can you switch to AVG since this is basically over? I'm gonna stay. It's the 4-minute mark. It's the 4-minute mark, and this was a requested one. I'll show the scores for the one AVG afterwards, but that requires me to switch accounts and do all that. And by the time I do all that, the match will be over anyway. So I'm just gonna stay here. But if y'all want certain matches casted, guys, just have people reach out to me. We have a Ark cast request channel on our Discord. If one of my mods, I don't know if one of my mods is on right now. They may be, but they might be asleep. Let me see. Discord. Hop on the Discord. That's the easiest way. That's the easiest way I can tell y'all. If y'all want KVK coverage, if y'all want Ark coverage, if y'all want to recruit, if y'all want to do whatever, it is on the Discord. Don't DM me. I promise you. Unless you're a member on the YouTube channel, I am not answering your DMs, okay? If you want me to answer your DMs, become a member. That's how you get my DM. That's how you get my attention. If you want to request KVK, Ark, anything like that, there's channels for all that. Go and request it. If we have multiple requests for a certain time slot, we'll put it to a vote for the community, and then y'all will vote the matches y'all want to see. So if y'all want to see OVWIB, have their leaders reach out to me. Or just request it. And if they request it, I'll reach out to them. And we'll get it crack-a-lacking. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love, guys. Really. Do me a massive favor. If y'all enjoyed the cast, drop a like on the stream. Consider subbing to the channel. We are, I believe, like 30 subs away from hitting our second goal of the channel, which is 2,500 subs. You got friends that like ROK, send them our way. Send them our way. If you want to add us to your Discord, add them. Go to our Bulba content channel. Bulba content channel on our Discord. There's a follow button. Hit it, and you can add it to your Discord as well. All right. And they are clearing them out, boys. 2 minutes. Who will be the last one standing? Will it be Kat? Will it be Julius? I don't think it will be Julius. Who will be the last one? I have a feeling it's you. All right, we're taking wagers. Who's gonna be the last one standing in here? Man, they really want Julius, dude. They really want Julius, and they're hitting the one. Oh, they all have Xenos. Is Garrett? Oh, that's gold. That's gold. They're popping mystical on him. Oh Lord. The honor is Julius. Julius, the man, last stand. No, Julius. You can do it, Julius. I believe in you. For the memes. For the memes. All right, for those of y'all in chat, a question. How many proc legendaries do y'all have out of how many you've tried? How many out of all your legendaries that you've crafted equipment, how many have you procced without refinement? Without refinement. Like it's an instant proc. One of 6? Yeah, I'm 2 of 4. Lol. And the one that y'all saw the video on was the second one. Ironically, yeah. Ironically, both of them were pants. All right, let's see. Tell the tape. Let's do it. Julius, look. Julius out here crushing it. Crushing it with the swarms. You gotta love it. All right, 1 Legion. Let's get it going. 1 LN. Tell her the tape, boys and girls. 26.3K to 39.6K. So GG's to both teams. Congrats to H593. Looking really tough. Looking really tough. Excited to see them in Osiris League, hopefully. Because yeah, they should be in oh my goodness, in Horus. Arcs 1 to 2 in favor of 593, so 3K to 7.5K. Occupation, this was a big one right here. 20.9 to 30.7, so the extra 10K. Provisions, I didn't expect much from either side, but 2.4 to 1.3. Total kills 5261. Flip flop for severely wounded. Units healed low as it should be. Teleports 38. That's when they started moving up to 30. So GG's to both teams. All right. Thoughts. Let me go as I'm crossing over. I will give you all final thoughts on the match. All right. Final thoughts. Let me cross over real quick. So for those of y'all sus potatoes, and I'll say this, that keep thinking that I crossed over or moved my main account. Like, guys, I haven't moved my main account. Y'all can see, look. Y'all want to scroll? Look, scroll. Here, I'll scroll. 11K, 11K, 69 mil, 7 mil, 33K, 13, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So my main account is still in 307. I ain't leaving. I'm a ride or die in 307, boys. I'm gonna ride it till the fucking wheels fall off if they do. So, all right, let's flip over. Thoughts on the match. We'll start on the side of 593. Okay, 593. What I think they did very, very well. One, the launching of the call. I think it threw 1LN off a little bit because they felt they had to swarm the Pakal every time, which in reality, what they should have done, if there wasn't a swarm to go with the Pakal rally, they should have just left a couple reinforcements behind the structure, use those other marches to march forward on the map and clear the map. Because the Pakal rally by itself, if you have a couple reinforcements, is not going to take down a Xeno, which is kind of, I guess, to go to Panda's point, is not going to really deal that kind of damage to take the structure by itself. So on those situations where it was only the Pakal rally and you had those marches sitting there and you were swarming the Pakal, you should have just left them in the back and saved those marches. So 593 did a very good job. I think it threw him off with the Pakal rallies. 2, the rotations towards mid were very organized. And I was very surprised. And that one situation that we saw, really showed that when they came from all four corners. They literally pinched. It reminded me of OV, where they used to clamshell. I call it clamshell, when they would clamp down from all directions to rotate towards mid. So it was very organized middle. Okay. And then the third thing I would say they did very, very well is just March selection. I think in general, I feel like their XYs, and I think this is going to start becoming a trend. The XYs, the Guans, they didn't have a lot of support marches per se. So they had a couple Ethels, a couple of Trajans, but it wasn't like overwhelming on that. So their March selection was very good. A con, and something I think they should probably work on, is I don't think they need to be sending Pakal rallies to every single structure. I think there needs to be select structures that then get sent Pakal. Okay. I think they need to vary it up a little bit, because if you watch them multiple times and all they're sending is Pakal, you can easily be counter-stratted for that. So that is one thing I think that they shouldn't rest all their laurels. They put all their eggs in that one basket for that. Okay. On the side of 1LN, we'll start with the goods, and then we'll start with what I think they should work on. Okay. There you go. Oh, they pulled it back. Oh, man. We'll talk about this here in a minute. 1LN, what should they work on? The things they did really well. Okay, the things they did well were, I'm trying to remember. The skills for that second rotation, I think, were really good for mid. And that is one thing that I would say. The skill usage for that was really good. Structures, most garrisons were pretty solid, except for the YSS ones. I would say the Xenos, all those held up fairly well. In 3, they did a really good job of not being a dog seeing a squirrel, if that makes sense. Which you'll see a lot of teams do in Ark matches, that when they're younger, and it's like KVK, you see a march, and then it's like, ooh, squirrel, and then all the marches go to that one march. Okay, they don't do that. When you watch GST, when you watch other teams like that, they understand it's about map presence, map pressure. So that one march getting past everybody doesn't make a difference. It's about having 30 marches forward instead of 30 marches marching backwards. So their map movement was pretty good. There are a couple things, because I know Will wants me to kind of tell him some things that I think they could probably work on. One thing they definitely need to work on is rotations to mid. The rotations were, they felt very similar to 1AVG, where they rotate late, they rotate spread out. It didn't feel very formulated on the rotations mid. Because as y'all kept seeing, they kept doing single pushes. I think on the last rotation was the only one that they actually balled up and then pushed as a unit, and then they got wrecked because they popped to the death on the side of 593 and then just got absolutely dunked on. I also think the skill usage, the other thing I would use is the skill usage in mid probably needs to get adjusted a little bit. When they popped to the death, War Drums, I believe, was the one that got popped. If I'm wrong, let me know, and that's perfectly okay. But I'm pretty confident that War Drums got popped. It should have been Mystical and then War Drums. And there has to be a stack to the skills that get used to counter out or try to attempt to counter out to the death. So that's something I think they'll work on and look for that. And outside of that, you know, I you know, that's all I would kind of suggest on that front. So I hope it helped out. Let me see real quick. Started at 1-1. Quite unfortunate on 2nd to 6 cracks. Sorry, Bulba. The 5 that missed got locked out joining late after altar fights. No worries, Nubis. You're fine, man. You have nothing to apologize for, my friend. It was still a really good match. It was fun to cast. And I'm sure we're going to cast another one and do all that. So don't worry about it. But yeah, those are the pros and cons I would say that both teams did. And yeah, and this one, man, holy smokes. You want me to tell you what I think happened? You ready for it? I think they had the 2K lead, because what was the score that what Juan said? He said it was 27-29 in favor of 1AVG. My money would be multiple things. It cascaded. I would venture to say the last Ark went to 114K. I would say that 114K also sent more provisioners at the same time as rotation and out provisioned 1AVG by, let's say 2K. Let's say 2K. And then the last one is they probably lost like one altar at the very end for the last couple of like 2-3 minutes. If I had to take a guess. First ever time leading a rally. That was fun, at least. It looked fun. You know, it's little rotations here and there, Anubis, and you know, you enjoy it. It's regular Ark. I know a lot of people like to put their laurels and stand on high horses saying we're 30 win streak in a regular, you know, or like that they're the best ever. And it's regular Ark, guys. It's regular Ark. People are testing out new teams, getting ready, testing out skills, all that kind of stuff for Osiris League. Osiris League is the bread and butter, baby. So that's them right there. Let me see. I think I have, give me 1 second, boys. Hold on real quick. I have the Ark match that we're going to be doing at 20 UTC up right now. Let me switch accounts real quick. I just want to make sure. Oh, it should be on my Discord, but I want to make sure that. Give me 1 second. Oh, they put it in the Discord, in the actual Discord. Give me 1 second. There we go. So it should be under, I think it was Ark Chat. Oh, there's KM. So KM shared the scores. Let me see. That's 1AVG's. Oh yeah, for those of y'all who didn't see, the Baguette's costume. The Baguette Squad costume is coming for that KVK. I bought it yesterday. We're getting ready, boys. I'm learning French. Look. He posted it in here. Okay, so WOB will be the one that we're casting again at 20 UTC. I'm excited because at some point, WOB is going to get some competition. We'll see. Maybe they stomp them out again in 5 minutes. We're going to have fun with it at 20 UTC. But they're on a 3-win. Or is it defeat? I don't know a D and V. I assume it's defeat maybe? I don't know. Either way, we're going to have some fun casting in 846 at 20 UTC and enjoying it. All right, let me see. Let me see. I think KM posted TRs. Ooh, okay. Nice. So, different language. Okay, so this was Ark scores. So 2-1 in favor of TR. The other one was occupation. See, this is how I have to learn all the things. Occupation. 30-26. Cool. Provisions for, dude, they let them in all 3 departments. That's when you know you got an on-point strategy. It's very rare, and I will tell you this, it's very rare that you're going to find matches where you dominate all 3. It's usually you're going to either lose the Ark, lose occupation, and I mean bigger matches. In not bigger matches, dominating all 3 is very common, but in a bigger match, it's very rare that you're going to see them dominate all 3. 69-74 for troops severely wounded, flip flop, units healed, 32-30, 2-1. Nice. Oh, okay. I'm very surprised though. People have been talking to me about Ash, and I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If they are playing like this against good teams, like the I don't know if this is the SX actual Osiris League team. If it is, watch out. I'm telling you, watch out, because I can tell you right now, SX are a very good team. I've always been high on SX. And that's going to be interesting. We could have multiple teams, alliances from 846 that aren't WIB. And I know BIA is very good as well. Ash coming in. It's going to be interesting. What I want to actually see, and maybe I'll talk to WOB about it and call. I want to see how WOB does in a 14 UTC time slot. I'm interested to see that. That is one thing I want to see. Let me see. Does anybody can anybody share in the Discord the OV versus WIB match scores? Does anybody have it? We'll be ready come Osiris League. Yes. Nice. There you go. Nice. Okay. So let's see. So SX went with the 2 arc strat. Okay. So this makes sense because SX were the type of team. They're opposite of TR in my opinion. So TR wrecks people in mid. Okay. SX are the type that if there's 3 arcs, their job is to steal 1 and then they wreck you on occupation. So it makes sense. But the fact that they dominated both arcs is very interesting. It's very interesting. Occupation 29-25. Like I said, guys, you usually flip flop. If you go mid, then sometimes you're gonna lose on occupation more often than not. And then they won. 6,800 is pretty solid on provisions as well. 72-69 flip flop. Units heal. Look, they were determined. They were determined, boys. 7 million troops healed, unless they ran like a T1 strat, which shouldn't work anymore. I don't believe it does. 30-30 teleports. That's an awesome match right there. That's a very good. That is a quality match for Ash, because I would say that SX are one of those like gatekeeper teams. And I don't mean like they're always stuck at the gate. I just mean like if you're looking for a quality team to kind of measure yourself up against, they're a very good quality team, because if you can compete with SX, you can possibly break into that top 32, top 16. And it's a very good thing to see. 35.7 by 2.9k loss. You take one of those arcs and it flips in favor of Ash. Never know, man. You never know. How did 307 migration go? It went really well. D equals defeat. Okay, that's expensive. Yeah. I don't think they're worried about it though, man. Yeah, we got a lot of people in. Got a lot of people in. I know people like to hate on 307, but guys, nobody in 307 actually cares. We just focus on getting good people and people that we actually want to hang out with, not just lead a rally. If that makes sense. And we have more coming. We have some that couldn't even make it in because of that close one. Ooh, did Lambo finally get some competition? Wow. They finally got some competition. You'll love to see it. And Lambo sharing his from the MF squad, and Reaper and the boys out there in PK. Nice. Looked like a good match. 3 players under. Hey, I like that one. 307 only farmer, low kill points. I think, ironically, I think more 307 players say that 307 are farmers than any other kingdom. And at this point, people still don't catch on to that. And it's funny as shit. Alliance kills after migration, you want to see? I can show y'all, guys. People always think I want to hide stuff, guys. I've been one of the most transparent creators that you're going to see. I show all the stuff. I don't shy away from showing y'all my KP. I don't really care what people think. You know, if y'all want to see stuff, then let me know. Rankings, alliance power. There's our alliance power right there. Now keep in mind, it's also split around because we have a bunch of arcs going on right now. So I believe when I checked, it was like 3.8 for 1 AVG, and then SN was closer to like 13.4, something like that. So those are our alliances: 14, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7. And I assume that this will go up once we start training and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's where we're at. Alliance kills. There's the alliance kills. There's the alliance kills. Individual power. Individual power. So we aren't super top heavy. And this is what I've always said about people when they ask about 307 and what makes us different. Guys, we're not super fat up top. What we are fat at is in the middle, and our mid team is built for it. So very similar to, I would say 846 has it on a slightly bigger scale than what we have, but like your mid core, your core group is very fat. 256. So best farmer Dom. I suck at farming too. Dang, a lot of players. Nice. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I've shown the things. I haven't compared them. So Smoked Turkey, I think in my last KVK stream, I'll see if I can find it. I showed all the stuff. So, but I haven't compared between before migration, after migration, all that kind of stuff. I'm sure that there's an ROK board mastermind out there that could probably pull it. Looking good. Yeah, A46 is nuts. They have 6 alliances at 10 bit. So this is the reason why when people asked me yesterday why I was in 846 chat, like if you all were there, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody kept coming in. I can't tell you how many fucking DMs I get where it's like, Bulba, Ruz and Nugget are missing you in Saturday with the Boys Discord, and I'm like, well, they can keep missing me, you know what I mean? And I get messaged all the time for it. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I was there trying to get my account to level 8. That way I could see leaderboards and all that kind of stuff. And then I hopped in the LKC, bro. It got popping. Got popping. You could tell I lost a couple subs on that one, man. But it is what it is, man. I have fun. I enjoy it. All right, let me see. 846. So there's a conversation about 846. Everybody only talks about the 6. The 6. Okay. It's not about the 6, guys. Not about the 6. Okay. The thing that makes 846 unique, and yeah, call me brown nose, call me whatever, but remember, I'm in 307, is it's not about the 6. It's about the others that aren't in the 6. Because what that is that's bodies to throw at the wall. And what I mean by that, okay, here, let me see. Rankings, Alliance Power. This is why I leveled it up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 10. This is the part right here. Okay. And it seems dumb, right? But that's an extra almost 13 billion power right there, just between these 7 through 11. And what people will do is that it becomes just bodies, You have accounts that are 40, 50 mil. You load them into WIB. They're there filling flags. They're there farming nodes. They're there helping block teleport spots. They're there. It's bodies. The bodies are what make 846 special. Because when you go to others, so like 556, 254, you go like that, after the 5 or the 6, it drops off to like 700 mil. In 846, it doesn't. That's 13 billion right there. And that is what makes it unique, is they have the bodies to fill the gaps, if that makes sense. And that's what makes it unique. It feels like it's nonstop, but what they're doing is they shuffle players in and out, in and out, in and out. So you might have somebody from Chick that comes in, or, you know, they have enough alliance credits to drop forts everywhere, or they have, it's just built differently, if that makes sense. So that is what I would say. Did you see how 846 failed to take RCF? I didn't. Somebody told me it was funny though, but I was just like, I don't care. Was that the one that was on Chisco's stream? Because somebody was telling me about that. I was like, and it's whatever, man. If the RCF wins KVK, then we all suck ass. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, 846 is nuts. They have 6 alliances. What did they, Cam? What did they rally with? So that is what I tell people when they constantly say with 846 that it's 6 at 10 billion and 6 guys. That is very common for a lot of kingdoms. This is pretty stacked. This is the total number isn't very common. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is having 6 alliances over 10 billion isn't as uncommon as you would think in large Imperium kingdoms. What isn't common is for you to see that, and then for you to stack that these 7 through 12 basically forms an entire other 13 billion power alliance. That isn't what's common. Because that essentially means like if this dude gets zeroed, you rotate him out for another body. When it's downtime, you rotate in the new bodies, and it's just a constant flow, and that's what makes it hard. 254 allied with RCF to take down 846. There's they rally with Con Mina. What up? What's going on, Dom? A lot of people think I don't like 254 guys. It's not the case. I got a lot of 250. I got some. I don't know if I have a lot. I have some 254 members that are on the Discord, and I absolutely love them. You know what I mean? I don't hate 254. 254 are just like the fly on my ass for some of them. And it's very few of them are like flies on my ass, where it's just like you just can't get them off. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know, that doesn't go for the entire kingdom. It's maybe like 2 or 3, maybe 4 people. Outside of that, I don't necessarily care. I support 254. I actually banked on 254 going further last Osiris League. Believe it or not, I actually championed 254 last Osiris League. So I have no issues with 254. It's just like the 3 or 4 flies that are constantly nipping at my ass. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Part of content creation. Ask Chisco, ask Gecko, ask Drago, ask whoever. You're all gonna have it. Even Wick has them. Even Wick has them. And people don't necessarily see Wicks as much, but Wick has them. We all have them. Ronnie has them. There's people still talking about Ronnie's KVK, what was it? KVK 2 debacle. There's still people talking about that shit. And that was like 2.5 years ago. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, you kind of learn to live with it. And if you can't live with it, then don't even get into content creation, boys. I'm telling you right off the rip. And then the other one was 365 that I wanted to see. I was leveling up. I'll probably make one in 556. That way we can see some leaderboards. And who else do I need one in? I know I'm missing one. All right, let's see. This is 365 Alliance Power. So this is 365. Now, keep in mind, they are probably spread out. So I would assume that there's another probably 9 bill alliance. I would assume there's at least 1 9 that's just, they're all spread out right now. What up? Yeah. All right. For those of y'all who are asking about Clash Royale. Wait 1 second. They were asking about. So I will tell y'all this. Y'all are my ride or die Rise of Kingdoms people. Okay. I have tried my absolute best for the last 2 years to get Rise of Kingdoms to start developing some sort of process where we could buy, or whether we would have the opportunity through the devs to be able to get gem codes. Y'all know it. I've tried it. I've done it every single time we've done Madness Tournament. I try every single time, multiple times. The reason I want to try, I keep trying to do it, is because of the community. I want to run tournaments. I want to run contests. I want to run all that kind of stuff. And it just makes it harder when it's global. Okay. I can try to PayPal stuff and do that, but it makes it hard, because then in certain countries, and it just makes it really hard. But I have found that opportunity in other games. Okay. I got to work towards it, but the opportunity is present in other games. Okay. What I mean by that, and I will bring up the Discord. What I mean by that is this. All right. Clash. There you are. They have an events tab. I want y'all to check this out. Hold on. Where's it at? Where did you go? I don't think they pulled it. Maybe I have to scroll up. 5v5. This one. Okay, so look at this. This is what I want y'all to see. There's opportunities out there for us, boys, if we are able to grow it and expand upon it, and y'all support it and help it grow, for in the future, for us to be able to potentially, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, potentially, but Supercell does do it. Okay, they do it. If they pick you up, they will reach out to us if they decide to, and there is opportunities for in-game rewards. Okay, so that being said, I am looking at running our first ever Clash of Clans tournament. I'm working on naming, build out, all that kind of stuff for us. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. Those of y'all that are members on the website will be able to see this. It is not active, so you won't be able to do anything on it, but you will be able to see it. If you do play Clash, you play Royale, stuff like that, hop on the Discord, become a user on the website, because that is where we are going to be hosting tournaments. I don't know how many we're going to be hosting. I want to try out kind of dipping our toes and then working towards it. And if it becomes really big, then I will grow it out. But at first, I just kind of want to dip our toes in, see how the community reacts to it, and go from there, guys. Let me see. Bulbaritos. All right, I want y'all to see this. 2021 full in-game. Check this out. This is on the website now. It is live. If y'all want to click on it, you have to be a member in order to see this channel, so it doesn't really matter. But this, look, this is brackets. It would be players. There's a sign-up form for it, which will be here. It would pop up, but because I launched it live, it's showing the bracket because I wanted to see. But essentially what would happen is, before, there's a sign up little box where you can put your name, your was it the name and the email, and then you can request to get registered into a tournament. That is how we're going to do it. I will have the page locked and have our members be able to register first if they want to be in it. So YouTube members, you'll be able to register first. Then from there, then it would be our community, and then I will open it up to the general community in Clash of Clans. They will go in here. We'll do it. We're going to be doing draw phases. So for those of y'all who don't know what I mean, I'm going to actually do a video where I'm going to draw and place y'all. We're going to do streams for live content where we will all load into a clan that is just specifically for tourneys. We'll do friendly battles going back and forth. You'll rank all the way through. All of it will get streamed. Champions will win rewards, and all of it will be able to be shown here. And you will just be able to tab. And it's not built out. As you can see, lower map some down here. So I haven't completely built out everything. This is how, okay, and this is where it comes back to Rise of Kingdoms. this is how we will be doing the Madness tournament. I will have a similar thing on a Osiris League page. What those will have is that tournament will have a predictive bracket where you will click on the thing, and right here it would say pick 1 or 2, and then you click, and then it chooses that team, and then you come through, you click 1 or 2, click 1 or 2, and then it submits. Okay, and then from there, then it's all automated. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to touch it. Participants will get loaded all in. Then standings will show. So matches played, wins, losses, points. And then from there, then we go from there. Okay. And that is how it will be. So if you're in Clash Royale, Clash of Clans will be the first tournament. Clash Royale, I do have an idea of doing it. I just need to build it out, which it probably won't be this year that Clash Royale happens, but it will be in the docket. Okay. So I hope y'all are excited for that. That is, so it kind of ties in with Madness tournament as well as Clash of Clans tournament. So if you are a Clash player, I'm telling you, you will have to be, there are multiple requirements. 1, you will have to be a Discord member. 2, you will have to be a member on the website, because you cannot see this page unless you are a member on the website, because I have them all blocked off. So make sure if that's something you're interested in, Madness tournament, all that kind of stuff, you will have to be a Discord member, and you will have to be a member on the website. Those are non-negotiable. And if you leave, then YOLO. And I'm not trying to hold you hostage. It's just these events are built for the community, not for you to come and make an easy buck, if that makes sense. What up? I'll win again. Oh man, I hope y'all enjoy it. You know, I think it's a cool thing. What other creator is doing stuff like this right now in Rise of Kingdoms? I think Chiscool did one Olympia tournament, maybe, and that is where it comes back to Rise of Kingdoms, guys. I want to do this for Olympia. I want to, but being realistic, if I tried to stream this, guys, this would be horrific. Can you imagine trying to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 matches streamed with the possibility of these teams matching on the first time that they load into Olympia? Like, this would take like 8 hours, or I would have to do it over the course of like a month in order to make this happen. That would be terrible to match it. Exactly. And that is why we haven't tried. And that is exactly why I keep asking Rise of Kingdoms to make a custom lobby feature. It should not be that hard. The whole thing is built out already. I'm just asking for custom lobbies. That way, if we want to run tournaments, we can load in 10 people, load into a match, boom, go. And then if they can do that, and I will tell y'all this, you can mark my words, clip it, do whatever you want. If they add a custom feature to allow us to load in teams into Olympia, I will 100% run tourneys on Olympia. 100%. That is my Bulba guarantee right there. If they do that, I will run tourneys. Okay. So if that's something y'all want, ask them for it, push it, do whatever y'all want, you know, because at this point I'm kind of like, uh-oh, Sneaky Pete. Oh, okay. So they're playing at 14 UTC. Are they playing at 14? I think they are. All right. So we doing the going for 30 string next time. All right, let me see. Let's see some of these Ark scores. I think this was Lambos, right? All right, Lambos. 235E. Man. Believe it or not, and this is not because I like Titch, 235 are really good. I think they had the unfortunate thing of falling into the pool of death in Osiris League. I think they would have easily made top 2 in other pools. They are very good. So I'm very interested to see how they do this Osiris League. 2-to-1 arcs. Nice. Occupation, they wrecked them too. Look at provisions. They're looking nice. Looking nice. I find it amazing that they don't give the creators access to things like that, especially since y'all are wanting to run tourneys and such. Ask me how long I've asked for it. Since day one of Olympia. Day one of Olympia, right? When we did the beta testing, I showed y'all the list of stuff that I requested and suggested like for future updates. Custom lobbies was in there. It's been in there. And that was over what? A year ago, maybe? So it is what it is. Your competitors are already doing it, and we are constantly playing catch up. Look, they have an events tab that you have to be an authorized event runner in order to get added to this. Okay, so you can't just randomly post on here. The mods, they all have to, like, you have to show proof of running a tournament. Like, you actually have to do stuff. So it's not for everybody. But look, they're all running tourneys. They run different ones. Town Hall 14 tourney, Town Hall 13 tourney, 1v1s, 5v5s. They run like how we do Supercell Saturdays. They'll run it. Look, a Halloween tourney. And these are users. These aren't the devs running it. These are, it's like creators. Look, he fucked up that sword so bad. Look at his hand. But these are just community members running this. Look, only 32 spots. These are all tourneys being run by community members, except when they have certain things. There's certain ones that are run by, so like this one is actually sanctioned by Supercell. And the reason that you know that is because no event is going to be allowed to give away gems like this, like give codes and do stuff like that, unless it's authorized by Supercell. So Supercell, they have to get approved by Supercell. See, so you'll see not all of them are like that. I also thought about fraternities adding in badges like on our Discord and stuff like that. That way y'all can flex a little, you know, if you win a tourney. Clash Masters, like all these, look, ESL, all these are tourneys run for the most part by community members. I know Die Hard already mentioned it before, so let's do it. All right. Sneaky Pete. BPHX will be our 14 UTC cast next week. They are going for the 30 streak, baby. The 30 streak. So we'll see. We've asked for it. There's plenty of stuff we've asked for. We've asked for a creator code section. We've asked for, you know, like, just, it is what it is, fam. You know what I mean? You can say it till we're blue in the face, but it is what it is. We've tried. We tried, boys, and I'll keep trying, but it's tiring. It's tiring. All right. So BPHX 1142. Look at 1142 out here representing. 5 arcs. Lol. Hello. 5 arcs. God dang. They lulled him to sleep. They lulled him to sleep. Shit. All right. Cool. So yeah, like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hop on. I did post the, if you ever want to know in announcements, there you go. There's the screenshot of it. We are going to be looking. Oh, before I head out, one of our members had some rough times, and their baby ended up, I think it was 28 weeks and having some complications. They were able to successfully help the baby, do all that kind of stuff. But y'all already know in the US, we have very, very good healthcare, but it's very expensive. So she launched a GoFundMe, and I haven't peeked. I did contribute as well. I know Drago pushed it on his stream and shared it with his community. So if y'all want to, by all means, I would love for y'all to, if anything helps. And yeah, you know, it's coming together as a community. So I know a lot of my members have already done it. If you're new to the stream and would like to, let me know. You know, everything's appreciated. So thank you guys. But yeah, tourneys, giving y'all screenshots, updates. I am going to look at building like the predictive brackets for Osiris League, start getting that ready, ramp that up. But yeah, if you are interested in tournaments, stuff like that, the two things that will never change before an announcement, you will have to be a registered user on the website. Go in, just click login, set up an account. I'm not going to sell you information, guys. Make sure it matches your Discord name, guys, because that is how I whitelist like your emails and stuff for discount codes, all that kind of stuff, as I go and match. So I just go into my members channel and then I look for them and then I match up that name to the website and then I whitelist the names. So go in, add those in if it's something you're interested in. So just another perk for joining the community. I hope y'all enjoy it. Share it with your friends. You know, we're trying to grow the Discord. If it grows, it grows. You know what I mean? I would love for it to grow. If it does, it does. Awesome. Lambo thick. Lambo might come back for some tourneys? Question mark. Is Lambo gonna make a great comeback for some tourneys? Please say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. And remember, don't hit up my DMs if you ain't a member, boys. If you're not a YouTube member, like one of the monthly, if you're not a thick burrito or a chingon burrito, don't even hit my DMs because I ain't gonna answer you. That's just the way it rolled, baby. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I have no clue what is going on. So Lambo, I announced that we are gonna start doing some Clash tourneys. Town halls versus town halls 1v1s very, very soon, and I'm working on the build out. This is also how we're going to do the Madness tournament this season. This is going to get built on the website, doing all that kind of stuff. Busy day, KVK, Ark, KVK. Hey, go have some fun, my brother. So yeah, we're going to be doing some Clash tourneys because that we actually can do. So hope y'all enjoy. We'll bring Lambo back to the yard. What town hall were you again, Lambo? 13? We'll run like a $200 town hall 13. I'm just kidding. I don't know how the prizes are gonna work, guys. Don't. I want to do big prize pools, but we got to grow the community in order to do stuff like that. So if you want to do stuff like that, guys, the best thing that you can do, if you want bigger Madness tournaments, if you want bigger events, help us grow the community. Share our links out, share our videos out, add us to your Discord so that our videos pop on it. Help us grow the community, and I promise you the prizes will grow, the community will grow, and we all will grow. So yeah, huge shout out. I think in December we are going to try, I'm going to do a charity push for that month to try to finish off. We are, I believe, like 1.2k away from the burrito gang reaching 10k in charity funds, guys, for St. Jude. It's crazy. I don't know. I was at Blue Town Hall. I think it was 13. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, have some fun, guys. Don't forget 20 UTC. We will be bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. I promise you. Now I know the time change already happened, so YOLO. We'll be back. We're going to be streaming WOB from Kingdom 846. Huge shout out to them. And I hope to see y'all there. Make sure to share the stream out with your friends, your Discord, all that kind of stuff. Add us on there. It's very, very easy, guys. If you want to add us, just go to the Bulba content. You'll see a follow button on the bottom right. Click that and it will pop up a box. And then you can add us to your Discord, whatever channel you want to designate. And yeah. Help us with growth, guys. I appreciate y'all. Before y'all head out, do me a massive favor. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're 30K. We're 30 subs away from hitting our second goal on the channel of 2,500. So help us hit it. Help us hit it. And I will owe y'all a scary stream, which I'm not looking forward to. Maybe I'll even take a pie in the face. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But until then, boys and girls, thank you again for the love and support. Hope y'all are as excited as I am for the tourneys, for all this kind of stuff. And we'll see y'all again at 20 UTC. Alrighty, Bulba out.